Hello everyone, we are back for another Digimon video. We are doing our, midway prediction through BT15s, a little bit late, but better late than never. So here we're looking at pretty much the breakdown of the cards that are going to be in BT15. So these numbers are a little off since there has been some cards released since I started composing this video, but we'll just, update as we go. But when first started out, there was 17 commons, 15 uncommons, 10 rares, 8 super rares, and no secret rares have been revealed. Something interesting I noted, that we are getting 3 secret rares this pack. Now, the only time I think we got 3 individual secret rares, correct me if I'm wrong, was about BT4 when we got Ancient Garurumon, Ancient Greymon, and Lucemon for our secret rares in that pack. So, excuse me. I was curious, in this one, are we going to get something like, how do I want to say this? 2 normal secret rares and 1 ghost rare like we got with the ghost rare Omnimon and the ghost rare Alphamon. Will this be the, I don't know if you count the superior mode or Darkness Bagramon, but will this be the next iteration of the chase cards that are going to be counted towards the 3 secret rares? Food for thought. But I'm just going to go through the predictions I have for possible candidates of Digimon cards that are going to be showing up in BT15. And then a little bit later, I'm going to go over the confirmed cards, the things we know are going to be coming out, and how they look like they want to be played and how it might shift a few decks that are currently in circulation. But without further ado, let's just get right into it. All right, so we're going to start out with the obvious one for the prediction. It's the most confirmed, quasi-confirmed one. I say quasi because we haven't seen it yet, so it's still technically out there in the ether. Even though we are 99.9 continuous 9s going to get Metagarurumon. So I got Metagarurumon, Apocalypmon. He's already been confirmed to be in the pack. We just haven't seen him yet. So technically, it still falls in the realm of a prediction, kind of. I don't know. Should I switch that to confirm since they already said it's going to... Yeah, I'm just going to say it's a... Let's just put this as a confirmed one. Since they said its name is going to be in there. Okay, so, yeah. Excluding Apocalypmon, I originally had Pulsemon and Leon Alexander for candidates that are coming out in BT15. However, looking at the slots of remaining cards for yellow, and I'm basing this off of when I looked at something like BT14, they had a roughly around 12 cards per color for just Digimon, not including options or tamers. But they had about 12 cards per color, and I think a good portion of yellow's already been taken up. So I might be pushing this back to BT16 or maybe an EX set or something like that. But they were on the list of candidates since they are and Digimon Seekers, and this is a continuation of BT14, which did include Seekers. So it was within the realm of possibility until other cards shown up. But moving on, we have Lucemon Shadow Lord mode. We did see an image of Lucemon Shadow Lord mode on I believe it was on a Twitter, on the Digimon Twitter. However, I did not confirm if it was legit or fan-made, so grain of salt, but there are 3 slots for a secret rare, and I think Lucemon Shadow Lord mode is probably going to take up one of those slots. Of course, we're going to get the remainder of the Digidestins. We're going to get Matt. We already confirmed we have Kari. She already had a release while I was putting together this, gathering data for this list. Again, Boutmon, Kazuchimon were in conjunction with Pulsemon and Leon Alexander. I don't know what I'm saying. Anderson, but Kazuchimon and Boutmon. We might get Kazuchimon maybe as a standalone, and then later we'll get an additional Kazuchimon and then the rest of the line. But it's still low on the probability, but I just want to make sure I included it. Mechanoramon, I think, is a good candidate. Yes, we did get another Mechanoramon, I believe, in the structure deck. However, with one of the individuals, the tamers, in BT15 that's confirmed, Marvin Jackson, it seems to be revolving around... I'm just going to say Machinedramon because everyone knows, if they've been watching these videos, how I feel about Machinedramon, but I'll keep bringing it up. It just looks like more Machinedramon support for that tamer. So I see Mechanoramon coming out. It's It's I believe it's Machine, and it's Machine. It's shown up. I believe it's shown a blip or two inside of Digimon Seekers. So I was like, Digimon, more Machine Digimon support, Quasi, and appeared in Digimon Seekers. Okay, it's a plausibility that it's going to show up. All right, so why not? Black Agumon, just because I believe I saw something about a blip of one of the, I'm just going to say the unicorns that they're chasing in Digimon Seekers was, I think, Black Agumon. Correct me if I'm wrong. I really do need to catch up, i.e., or in other words, start reading it. I've just been kind of, don't want to say indoctrinated, just I got my feet wet inside of the lore of Digimon Seekers. But yeah, that's why Black Agumon might show up. Ryudomon, just because it's one of the 3 Digimon for on the Digimon Seekers poster. So yeah, that's why. Shu Yulin, just because she shows up in Digimon Seekers. Garbagemon is because we have had a single iteration of Garbagemon, and he has shown up in Digimon Adventures, and we do have a few more slots left for green. And amongst the Digimon, unless they throw us a curveball like they have done in the past, I was like, okay, Garbagemon can fill a slot for green, so let's go with Garbagemon. Chaosmon, because, well, even though it's not true Machine Digimon support, in the Machine Digimon that we got released in BT15, I say that just because it can only digivolve into a Pokemon, if I remember correctly. Also, in Digimon Seekers, Machine Digimon and Chaosmon were part of that group, so it's a good possibility we're going to see another iteration of Chaosmon as well. So yeah, that's why Chaosmon was chosen. So for Espimon and Hover Espimon, again, it's low, kind of like with Leon and Pulsemon. Espimon did show up in Digimon Seekers. Espimon showed up in Digimon Ghost Game. We did get another Digimon a little bit later down this list that is from Digimon, or influenced from Digimon Ghost Game. So that's why this is included on the list. And that's pretty much the sole reason. So yeah, not much to say about those two. Phantomon it did have a notable presence in Digimon Adventures, and we still have a good number of slots missing for purple. So I think Phantomon is a good candidate for that. So that's why I included Phantomon. Dark Tyrannomon, I think he was near the same time when Phantomon showed up. It's been so long since I've seen Adventure, so I might be misremembering. But yeah, Dark Tyrannomon, because it has appeared in Digimon Adventure, and Tyrannomon has already been revealed. Tyrannomon is associated to Society of Chaos, which is from Digimon Seekers, and I believe Digimon Seekers did have Dark Tyrannomon as well, so that's why Dark Tyrannomon's incorporated into this list. So Venomotus, there's no way that if they're going to say this is a Digimon Adventure pack, there's no way Venomotusmon was not going to show up. For anyone who hasn't watched the first season, I'm going to do just quasi non-spoiler statement. There's no way that you can not introduce Venomotusmon from season 1 part 2. That's just what I'm going to call it. Because it was a big presence all the way up. I mean, he was the big baddie. He was the first big baddie to show up. So there was no way they were not going to include him. So yeah, we've already confirmed he's going to show up. While I was making this list, I did see him after I put it together, so I'm still going to count it. But yeah, Waymon, I'm pretty confident it's going to show up. We did get enough aquatic or Seedramon support that I think we're going to get another iteration of Waymon. It did have a good presence in the story. I think it saved one of the tamer's butts. So yeah, I think we're going to see another one of that. Divermon's already been confirmed. I saw earlier this morning as I was putting together this video that they revealed. I don't know its affected. I didn't read that much in, but I'll get later in some of the effects of the cards that are going to be revealed in BT15. But for now, we're just saying what might be showing up next. So Divermon's confirmed. Waymon's highly probable. Next up, I had Ophanimon. Ophanimon was just there because Ophanimon is in the evolution line of Gatomon, to which we know is going to be released in BT15. So I said, okay, in BT14, they released Seraphimon, which didn't technically show up in Digimon Adventures to my memory, as shoddy as it may be. So we might get Ophanimon, maybe. But that was the logic behind it. So Dromojimon, again, fills the green slot. We have had a Dromojimon, I believe it was vanilla, before, so we might get a Dromojimon with an effect this time around. Something kind of generic, but it will fill the slot for green, so why not? Tankmon, Andromon, again, we have seen a good number of machine/cyborg Digimon. Black has a couple more slots open, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they slapped the Society of Chaos trait on either one of these and maybe made it dual color or something so it slides more into... It takes a slot for red as well, because we are still missing some red candidate Digimon for BT15 to my estimation. But yeah, that's the logic between Tankmon and Andromon showing up. I think this is a insincere think, but I think Tankmon showed up in Digimon Seekers as well. So another reason. Lady Devamon was in Digimon Adventure when she showed up a little bit towards the tail end before one of the big wooden baddies showed up. And we already know we're getting Angelwomon Ace. And when you think of Angelwomon, you think of Lady Devamon because Mastemon exists and has been all the way up till now. Well, not all the way up till now, but you know what I mean. So I would not be surprised if they release another Lady Devamon that is not direct support for the Mastemon, but passive support. At least, if nothing else, another hit for a possible DNA Digivolution into Mastemon. So that's another reason why I think Lady Devamon is going to show up. It's been part of a deck that is... I'm not going to say meta, but is a strong deck and tied to lore. Yeah, okay. Next, we have Mammothmon. Mammothmon, just because, still looking for the yellow slots to be filled up. Mammothmon, we have had a yellow one in the past, so it wouldn't be surprising if we have another one in the future. So, and yeah, it was in Digimon Adventure. So yeah, that's why. So, after I put forth the vast majority of this list, we did know that we are, in fact, getting Magnadramon. So Ophanimon is probably not going to happen because we got Magnadramon, the other top end of the Gatomon line. So, yeah, it wasn't that surprising that we were getting one or the other. I just couldn't nail down which one it was going to be. So I decided, hey, just put both. Play the odds. Excuse me. But yeah, that's Magnadramon. Next up. Okay, for this one, I didn't get it on paper in time, so I couldn't count it towards the prediction list. So I did see Miramon and Skull Miramon are going to be appearing in the pack. Miramon did show up as one of the first up big baddies. Not big baddies, but a baddie. I mean, he was a scary dude when he showed up. But yeah, so these two are showing up and taking up two of the red slots. Yeah, not much else to say. So Gatomon was a given. Gatomon was a given. You cannot think of Digimon Season 1 Part 2 is what I'm just going to call it, just to prevent spoilers. There was no way Gatomon wasn't going to show up and Kari wasn't going to show up. No way. Because they were the missing pieces of what was left of the remaining team, and they had to be included, so they had to be in BT15, which is a continuation of BT14. All right, Tapermon, Wizardmon, I wanted to get to because Wizardmon and Gatomon are kind of quasi-linked, but I wasn't thinking too hard, and I saw Wizardmon be revealed before I got him down on paper, so I couldn't count him towards the prediction, so that's just that's just a missight on my one. So yeah, we're getting Tapermon, Wizardmon. Bombermon I didn't actually know exists, so there was no way I was going to predict that. Bombermon, a Gamamon in Digivolution, apparently. I guess they just wanted to get yellow in, so if you're going to build the Gamamon deck, you can build whatever color, so you can have a rainbow deck. So, hey, okay. But yeah, no way I was predicting that. That's a total curveball. All right, Parrotmon is wishful thinking and probable cause. I'm gonna explain why. So one, Parrotmon could fall in red or it could fall in green. I think it's going to be red if it does show up, just because we're missing red slots, and for the life of me, I could not think of too many other mono-colored red cards that could show up. I mean, then again, Parrotmon could be red-green, not sure, but it's possible. But Parrotmon was integral to the story. I mean, between the movie and the season 1, Parrotmon was kind of what kind of set things in motion. He kind of set things in motion for all of the adventure to start. At least what was one of the hypothesized conditions for a Digidestined existing, according to, I'm just going to say Izzy's hypothesis. But yeah, so that's why I think Parrotmon is going to show up. I hope so. He hasn't been in the game yet. He deserves to be in the game yet. I mean, he deserves to be in the game. Just bring in Parrotmon. I don't even care if he has like a cool effect. I just want him on card. All right. These next 4, Digitumon, Floramon, Sneemon, Daramon. They were in the show. Didn't have too much presence, except maybe Digitumon. Arguable. But they are notorious. They have been released before. They have all been green before. So it's not going to be outside of the realm of reason that they're going to release another iteration of them, and they're going to be green. Only logic associated with that. Right, next up we have Tusmon. Tusmon, he was in the show. We have had a single Tusmon previously. He was red. We are still missing red candidates. I couldn't think of many other Digimon related to the show or related to Seekers that could just be plain quasi-mono red. So that's why Tusmon was considered. So yeah, that's it. Moving on to the last 2. High Andromon, because Andromon was not core, but had a very notable impact in Season 1, Part 1. He had an appearance with Datamon. Datamon was revealed in BT14, and it does still fall in the line of the machine cyborg that looks like they're supporting in this pack. Or, I'm just going to say pack. But yeah, in BT15, so it's not outside the realm of reason that High Andromon can show up. He was also part of the members of the Society of Chaos from Digimon Seekers. So, and I might be saying that wrong. I think the faction I'm thinking about in Digimon Seekers are a subset of the Society of Chaos, but I can't think of their title. It was like the, oh goodness, Chaotic Gateway or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, he was a part of that faction, so that's why he was included. And Giga Seedramon is also part of the faction, but I just personally think it'd be cool if we get a level 7 Giga Seedramon, because, perfectly honest, Adristamon, I don't really feel like it. I feel like Adristamon is more Plesiomon support than Seedramon support. So I think Giga Seedramon would be super cool to be released. So, and truthfully, the top end, if we're just going to think about it like this, the top end for Seedramon in this pack, I'm not going to say it's the Metal Seedramon that was released, or revealed, because that one cannot Digivolve into anything except Apocalypmon if memory serves correctly. So I'm like, I feel like it doesn't really work with the current Seedramon support. So I think Giga Seedramon would be a nice, cool, alternate top end for a Seedramon to be introduced in this pack. So yeah, that's why that was incorporated. But yeah, these are my predictions thus far. Is there anything else that y'all think I missed that should be involved in this list, or things, or maybe there was like, come on, man, why would you think Phantomon's going to be in there? He wasn't that integral to story or XYZ. If there's any other things in here that are involved, included, that you don't think should belong, let me know. Other than that, that will conclude this video. Nice and short for today. And thank you for joining in, everyone. Until the next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.